All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy CMB checking in. I am back. Yes, I am back. It's been what, about a month now since I actually made a video. I did make one last night due to the fact that I actually watched the Gervonta Tank Davis fight last night. And we're going to talk a little bit more about Gervonta Tank Davis in a minute here. But those of you who are interested, why I was gone so long, I just had to take a step back from YouTube, guys. This space, and I would say some of the YouTubers, some people who are YouTubers know this. YouTube can be a toxic spot, and sometimes you just have to take a break from it and get your peace. I do this as a hobby because I love the sport of boxing, but sometimes some of these people on YouTube, but they're just I don't know, man. It's people, their actions and their words. You know, I'm not a thin-skinned person, but sometimes I just like to take myself out of negativity and put myself in a positive space because I am somewhat of a positive person. So I don't really like being around negativity. But with that being said, I still love boxing. And last night, I watched the Gervonta Tank Davis fight. I did make a video on that. Make sure you guys check it out here on the channel. And quick disclaimer, I am a Tank fan. I've said that in the past, you know, I'm a Tank fan. I've been to a lot of Tank's fights. And the thing about me, some of you guys may know, some of you guys may not know, I don't believe any fighter is above criticism. I don't believe any fighter is above criticism, whether you like him or not. I don't really do the spin game well. And leading up to this fight, I didn't make a whole lot of videos about the fight, but because I really didn't want to see Tank fight Lamont Roach. I thought Lamont Roach would be beneath Tank, you know, a guy coming up from 130. I thought it was a lot of other fighters at 135 that Tank could have fought. So, like a lot of people, you know, I didn't give Lamont Roach a chance. And I apologize for that last night in the other video that, you know, I didn't really see Lamont Roach giving Tank trouble. And I harp on this all the time. So, you know, I should listen to myself when I say that you should never underestimate your opponent. You should never just write a guy off because, you know, he's not the guy that people are talking about. You just don't know what that guy has in the tank. You don't know what he's bringing to the table. You don't know, you know, what's in his heart. And last night, Lamont Roach showed a lot of heart in that fight last night. I was completely in shock from what I was seeing last night. And I want to take my hat off to him. I apologize to him and his fans last night, but I want to take my hat off to him because I think he has a bright future. A star was born last night. Even though he didn't get the win, it was a draw. It was a draw on paper. And as a Tank Davis fan, I thought Tank lost the fight. I think Tank Davis lost the fight last night. I think Lamont was actually cheated when Tank took that knee. That should have been a 10-8 round. And instead of a draw, that fight should have been Lamont Roach should have had his hands raised last night. And I was just disappointed in Tank. I believe he took Lamont Roach lightly. I believe the fame got to Gervonta Tank Davis's head. It just seems that way to me. It seems like, you know, he wasn't listening to his corner. He was arguing back and forth with his corner. He was showboating. I seen him get rocked. I can't remember what round it was. He almost did a stanky leg in one of those rounds. And then he was talking about, you know, when he took that knee, how grease from his hair got in his eyes. I mean, just absolutely ridiculous, guys. And the fans let him have it last night after the fight. They were booing him last night. Keep in mind, they were cheering him when he came out. And when he left the fight, they were booing him. Let that sink in. And, you know, I know somebody's going to come on here who loves Tank and say that I'm a Tank hater, but I'm absolutely not a Tank hater. I'm just a realist. You know, I speak what I see. And if I see my favorite fighter, you know, acting a fool, if I see my favorite fighter losing a fight, I'm just going to tell the truth, you know. That's something that's rare on YouTube, especially in the boxing space. People don't want to tell the truth. They just want to spin things in a direction they think a certain group of people may like, instead of just being honest about, it's refreshing. I would think it's refreshing to hear some honesty when it comes to the sport of boxing. And in all honesty, last night, Tank was a disappointment last night. He disappointed a lot of his fans last night. He let the fame go to his head last night. And Lamont Roach came in and he was prepared for what Tank brought to the table. He did his homework. He did his homework and he was laser focused on getting the job done, and he should have had his hands raised last night. That's the God honest truth. And will there be a rematch? I don't know. I haven't really looked into what they've been saying after the fight. I did see Tank say that he was willing to give Lamont Roach a rematch, but we'll see. There's a lot of fights out there that people want to see Tank in. Shakur Stevenson is one of them. They wanted to see that. They wanted to see Devin Haney, but you guys know Devin Haney's moved on to 147 pounds, so I don't think that fight's ever going to happen. But Shakur Stevenson is a fight that can happen. Who's another good one? I would say Keyshawn Davis. That's another good fight that can happen. There's a lot on the table there that can happen for Tank. I just think Tank was kind of exposed last night. I think he was kind of exposed last night. And I talked about that in another video. But I just wanted to get that off my chest, guys. Like I said, I've been gone for a minute. I'm a little rusty at this, so, give me time to get back acclimated into this. But I just had to take a step back from YouTube. But I think I'm back. But anyway, you guys let me know how you feel about it in the comment section. It's the CMB. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. And I'm out. Peace.